Welcome to episode 15 of La Vida Entre Primas, Life Between Cousins, the podcast where we dive into everything from the ups and downs of love and life to the special bond we share as Latinas and cousins. Today we're going to talk about birthdays, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good and the bad and the ugly indeed. I think Alma's still recovering from a good/ugly.
Oh, yeah. Good/ugly for sure. There wasn't anything bad about that day for sure.
Nothing
I mean,
at
I don't
all.
think anything
I say
bad.
ugly based on the
aftermath. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That was a great birthday. Alma just celebrated her 41st birthday.
Yeah.
And it was a great birthday. It was fun.
People were giving me a hard time though for celebrating 40+1.
Why?
Because you normally just you don't celebrate like odd birthday numbers.
You can do whatever you want.
And I think I was like, well, I wasn't in a good place to celebrate my 40th.
Yeah.
So I was like, just in a good place mentally to celebrate my 40th.
It was a great birthday.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm living in my place. I have a space. I'm going to throw a birthday bash.
The food was bomb. A little plug
for the so good. It's from So Good.
It's called So Good?
It's called So Good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
In Glendale off of Colorado. It's a Filipino family-owned restaurant. And so we had pancit and lumpia.
Was blowing.
I really think I only had 4 that I ate on my way to my apartment. That I ate on my way to the apartment. Like, I don't think I ate any that night. I didn't eat very much that night.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
They were bomb. Also, I usually don't like bananas, but is it turon?
Turon, yes. Yes.
So good.
So good. Literally so good.
Honestly, it was bomb.
In Glendale, off of Colorado.
Yeah,
hit me up. I can send you the address. Go visit them. They're great people. I taught their son. And I just love supporting
small businesses,
local
family businesses,
especially this time of the year.
Heck yeah! Not that Jollibee isn't bomb because I'm a Jollibee girl, but that's delicious.
Oh yeah,
it was like the traditional food, and it was so delicious.
Yes,
but it was good. So Alma had her 41st birthday. It was fun. She had family, she had friends, a lot of work people, a lot of shot skis, which I never heard of. It's like can you tell the people what a shot ski is?
Yeah, a shot ski is it looks like a ski.
Oh, that's why. Duh.
It looks like a ski and it has room for 4, 6, 8 people. This one had room for 4 people and you put a shot in it and then you all take the shot at one time. Works best when you're all the same height. If you have
the one with my mom and Maggie and Marty Marsh was perfect because they're all kind of like the same height.
Yeah. No, that was me.
Oh, you were in that.
Did Marsha take one with them on that?
Maybe not.
It was me. It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, so it started off in the morning and the shot skis. My friend brought that. She's also a listener. Shout out to Beatrice.
Oh, she's so nice.
Yeah, she's great.
I really like her.
She's great. And so she was like, you want me to bring my shot ski? And I was like, sure, why not? And the next day, or maybe not the next day, maybe the day after that, 2 days after, I was looking on Amazon for one. Seems like a good tool to have.
Shot ski in the afternoon, barf ski in the evening?
Yeah.
Did you barf?
I did. That was the first question that everybody asked me when I talked to them on Sunday. They were like, I was like, hello. And they're like, did you throw up? And I'm like,
that's the first thing I asked you too.
Yes.
I think it's a gauge of how wasted.
Oh, I was wasted. I thought I only took 6 shots, but I think I took more than that.
That's still a lot because you were I'm sorry guys, moving my mic. You were on an empty stomach.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So I got up early. I had already bought everything that I thought I needed, but planning a party is hard.
It's so hard.
It's hard. Turns out I didn't have enough liquor. So shout out to my aunts who went to the store and bought some more alcohol. Then I didn't have enough food. So Steph went out.
I think there was enough food. I was thinking about the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because the food was it was bomb. But
it was garlic fried shrimp or garlic fried chicken.
Bomb.
Some barbecue pork skewers.
Something about the little kids.
Yeah, valid. I didn't.
But how
think
would you
of
know if people who's gonna come, who can't come? You kind of have to just eyeball it.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than throwing a bunch of food at the end of the night.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I threw away that much food or that much stuff.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. It worked out.
But it is hard. I'm eating chips, guys. So if you hear the bag, just
I'm drinking coffee. Just don't listen to us.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's so hard, and but it turned out so good. And I was so worried because I had so many different groups here.
Oh my God, they all everybody meshed so well.
Yeah, I had a shout out also to my bartender Lex.
She's so nice.
She's so sweet. She's the best. She lives like not far from me, and so yeah, she lives like a mile away from me. So on like long work days, she's also my coworker. And long work days, like we'll carpool. Like yesterday was our Christmas concert, so we carpooled to work.
I'm moving the microwave.
Steph is eating her chip, and she literally removed her mic and just put it far, far away from her. So if you hear it, sorry.
It's a
little ASMR, So yeah, so Lex, well, Jared had offered to, they had suggested that they could help me bartend because I was gonna like purchase a bartender.
She did great.
Did
they work together?
Jared and Alexa, they used to work together.
Oh, that's what I thought.
And then he left our job, and then they got engaged after he left our job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just always worry about different groups of people because I had like my first teaching job, like friends. I had family. I had friends of the family, and then I had my current working job.
It was great. Everybody was so nice.
It blended pretty well.
There was only one tussle, and that's to be expected between toddler boys.
Gotta love the boys.
Goodness.
Steph pulled out the podcast mics for a minute, which you saw some of that stuff.
So there are some videos too that haven't made the cut.
There are some videos. Oh, and then like I also, for me, like I always have my phone. Like it's like a safety blanket for me. So I had that phone.
You couldn't find your keys.
I couldn't find my keys. I couldn't find my phone. At one point, I like didn't even have my phone with me. And after I think I knew that everyone who was coming was here, I like didn't care about my phone.
Yeah.
So then Steph had it and was like taking photos and videos. So the next morning I watched and looked at photos and videos.
That's so funny.
And that was a good little recap.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. That happened.
Yeah. I was ashamed of mine, but whatever.
Did you say it was on the video?
I
have to rewatch it. I don't know. We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes.
Judging, all right.
Sometimes.
So let me ask you this. That was a great birthday party. Everything was wonderful. You were a great host.
Thanks. I tried my best. The only downfall, I found one downfall about my place, is that like when I host.
You got to run out and get people.
I think I'm going to start sending like photos.
Make a little map
And send photos with it because there's a box that they can call right over there. And then they just got to like walk and find their way.
Well, they have to call you, right?
Yeah, on the Butterfly app.
Can you buy another
key fob? I want to ask the office.
I would be like, give it to me and I'll walk people in. You know.
At one point, Marsha was like, I'm going to be your runner.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know who some of these people are, but I was like, okay, I'll tell you where they're at and I'll tell them that I'm sending my aunt. And then.
Sandwich board that says Alma's party. Follow this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. Sorry.
No, I get it.
It was a good time. I also like don't know the last time that like I threw myself a birthday party where like I actually had fun. I stress out about like that. Like I had so much. Oops, sorry, Tim. I have so much anxiety because I'm like, people are going to say they're going to come, but then they're not going to come, and then no one's going to come, and then I'm going to be sad because no one came to my party. I'm going to cry because it's my birthday. That song. What's that song?
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Like I just, and with my mental health sometimes, like I worry about that. Like I'm like, am I well liked enough? Like, am I like, I don't know. And so planning a big thing like that, where like I was expecting 40 plus people, including kids, like I was like, oh God.
That's about what you had.
Yeah, it's about what I had. Like I had a couple no-shows, but it was like, you know, either sick or something came up, which I get. Like it happens, life happens. But I like was really worried about that.
That's a real thing though. I think that's also like give yourself some grace because we all go through that. I don't have parties for myself, but I think about that for my kids. I'm like, are people going to come or going to?
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's always my like fear.
Well, it was good.
Yeah.
You threw a great party.
Thank you.
And I think everybody left happy and well pickled.
Well pickled. Haha. We love pickles. We love pickles. Well,
did you eat your pickles?
I have not eaten my pickles yet.
Dude, somebody was taking pickle shots for sure because I was like, where did the juice go?
Wait, they were using that? I had a pickle brine.
Unless somebody drank the juice right out of the pickles.
They might have used a little bit of the juice. So pickleback shots is a thing. Did you take it? You were supposed to take one with me that night.
I didn't.
It's okay.
I was driving my mom.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But
she partook in the
she partook, baby. She partook. But yeah, it was just great.
Total wine
pickles. We have to go back. If you guys have not been to Kaylin and Kaylin,
yes.
Oh my God, we've never said. Me and Alma are sluts for pickles.
We're sluts for pickles. I love me a good pickle.
I think everybody has always known Alma loves pickles. I've always loved pickles, but like in the last 10 years, I'm like, dude. Give me all the pickles.
She showed up the day after my birthday at school. Oh, we didn't even tell. Oh, we should tell that story.
Oh my God.
She showed up and brought me lunch, and she was by.
I had a meeting, by the way, so I was dressed in all black and like in my nicer clothes.
Her like red lipstick, pearls maybe, her sunglasses. She didn't take her sunglasses off when she got into my classroom. And so I introduced her to my class.
And they're so cute.
And they're a good bunch. They're rowdy. They're fun. But she brought me a pickle sandwich from this
Kaylin and Kaylin is in the Grove in LA. If you're from Los Angeles, the Grove.
They're the ones who also have pickle flights.
And they have the pickles that have like all the the pickle flights are like the little they have two locations in the Grove. One is like a smaller one, and they do like the pickle, the one that has like peanut butter and jelly pickle, pretzel pickle. Those.
Yeah.
They have a whole menu of sandwiches. And then they have like, I want to say like esquite, like different little things.
Yeah.
And then they have another one like a few steps away that has the pickles you can buy, like in the
like in the jars and stuff.
And the merch, like the shirts and the hats and the straw.
Oh, I love the straw. Yeah.
Really, really good. So we got what was the pickle in the sandwich? Turkey cheese.
It was turkey cheese and flaming hot. It's like
and a pickle.
The bread was the pickle. So they scooped out everything from the inside of the pickle. And then they like layered it with all that stuff. It was delicious. A little soggy, obviously, like the flaming hots, but it was still delicious. I devoured that at lunch. But one of my students, I was like, oh, so this is my cousin Stephanie. She brought me lunch, blah, blah, blah. I was like, isn't that so nice of her? And one little boy raises his hand and he was like, Miss Joan. I was like, what's up, bud? He said, is she a millionaire?
Love him. I was like,
is she a millionaire? And I was like, dang, I don't even get comments like that. She was like, it was the best.
It was so cute.
It was so cute.
And I love it because I met your coach when I came in.
Oh, yeah.
And so he came over to make sure. It was so fun. He came over to make sure everything's like, just want to make sure she's good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a millionaire.
He literally was like, just want to make sure she didn't have a bomb wrapped around her.
So he came to the party the next day.
Yes.
And he's like, hey, millionaire. I was like, this is my everyday regular 99-cent look. I'm sorry. The millionaire only comes out once in a while. But speaking of soggy hot Cheetos, have you made the Cheeto brain?
I haven't.
Oh, man.
I haven't. Maybe I'm not doing anything
me and Sophie.
Tonight. I remember seeing that.
But I'm going to tell you this.
Tell
the scary
people what
part.
The Cheeto brain is.
The Cheeto brain, if you haven't seen it on TikTok, Instagram, it's all over the place. You take Cheetos. Honestly, I think it's actually kind of funny because it's gone viral on TikTok and it's very similar to like a prison spread.
I don't know what a prison
Google
spread
it.
is. I'm afraid to.
It's not bad.
It's going to pop up on my Google.
It's not bad. But you take the Cheetos and you put them in the bag and you squeeze like lemon juice or lime juice and you twist the bag really hard so it forms like a ball. And then you put it in the fridge for 10 minutes and then you take it out and you unwrap it and you eat it. And it looks like a brain.
And you just like bite into it?
You just bite into it. They're a little soggy.
Okay.
But the dangerous part is you eat half a bag of hot Cheetos in one sitting.
Oh, I'm sure.
So good.
Don't you normally eat half a bag of Cheetos in one
Yeah,
sitting?
but like one at a time, and you have time to think about your decision making.
Okay.
You're like, maybe I should stop. When you're eating the brain, you're just like, you can't leave it.
Yeah.
It's so bomb.
Okay.
And I wonder why my 12-year-old is on omeprazole already for acid reflux because we're tearing up the brains, girl.
How many brains have you had?
We've had several brains.
Okay.
So good. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, so it's a good birthday. I want to talk about what was your hold on one second. What was your favorite moment at your party?
Dang. What do I remember?
Let's start there. What do you remember of your party? The funniest thing was when everybody's like, where's your keys? Where's your keys?
Oh,
You're like,
yeah.
I never went pee. I never went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I never went to the bathroom. I kept saying I had to pee. And Steph was like, go to the bathroom.
Trust me.
Steph knows me. She's like, go to the bathroom.
What's your...
the bathroom. I think like just like seeing everyone like mingle and have a good time, getting to see everyone together. That was great. Yeah, because like I said, that gave me anxiety. Having my 3 godsons together, that was cool too, because I have one godson who's not family, blood related, out of my group of godchildren, and so obviously miss my goddaughter, but she's in Virginia. But to have the boys together, that was nice. Was fun. That was nice.
You have 4 godchildren now?
I have 4 official, a 5th unofficial.
1 unofficial, right?
Yeah. So
what did 41 mean to you? You said a little bit about how you weren't in a good place last year, but this year is like totally different, right?
Yeah, it's totally different. I'm in a better place mentally, maybe not physically, but I'm trying. It was good. It was great. It reminded me of how blessed I am and like the people that I have in my life, and it's fun.
You seem happier, lighter.
Thanks. I've been drinking. I just saw that meme. I just saw that meme on Instagram before Steph got here.
That shit was funny.
And it was like, people, you look so much happier. And it was like, me. Thanks. I've been drinking. That was perfect. I should have just been more confident.
That was so good.
Not said that I saw that.
That was great.
Dang it. I'm working on my delivery of things.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your best and worst birthdays. And if you guys have a really effed up birthday or a really good one, let us know. We want to know. We haven't really been like, we got to do a little bit better about being engaging. It's just like life is happening, you know? Is it melted?
It's melted. It's been in my pocket. It's been in my pocket. Sure. I have a peanut butter chocolate Nature Valley crispy creamy wafer.
I don't know that it's crispy anymore, but it is flat.
It's flat. It's been in my pocket. We've been sitting for like 30 minutes. It's fine.
We're tearing up. So have you guys ever had, I don't know, let us know, the Grillo's pickle de gallo? It's like salsa but made out of pickles.
It's good.
Fire.
Worst birthday and best birthday?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had like a worst birthday. Like I can't like, unless I've blocked it out, because I can't think. Although there was like, so I always had like skating parties growing up at Fiesta Roller Rink in San Gabriel. I had like multiple in like years in a row, maybe like 4.
Those were fun.
One year, my Nina Marsha fell trying to help one of my friends, and she broke her elbow.
Oh.
So like that was
at rough. The rink during the party?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She was trying to help my friend.
Who was she helping?
My friend Stephanie. Do you remember she was in my class?
Oh.
Yeah.
She had alopecia.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
I always thought she was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Her skin was so beautiful.
Yeah. She so she was trying, I think she was trying to help her, if I'm not mistaken. And Marsha went and she fell and she broke her elbow. So that was rough. She had to like leave right away. Marsha left her. My friend was fine though. My friend, nothing happened to my friend.
She landed on Marsha.
And then like my best. Do you remember Ed Bevick's?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something about Ed Bevick's. I can count the number of times I've been to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
In my life, like we're East Siders.
Was Ed Bevick in Beverly Hills?
Yes, it was, and I'm gonna tell you.
That was in Hollywood.
I don't know if there was one in Hollywood, but there was one in Beverly Hills, and it was on Centinela. And when I went to get your pickles, it was then the Stinking Rose once Ed Bevick's went away.
Oh.
And I remember I went to get those, and I was in Beverly Hills, and I drove, and I literally texted your mom, my mom, our moms. I don't know. I was like, was Ed Bevick's in Beverly Hills on Centinela?
Oh.
And they're like, yes. And it just immediately stood out to me.
Dude, if you had never been to Ed Bevick's, you missed out. Like, I wish it was still around.
No, I remember going for Lisa's birthday one year.
Yes.
When she was in high school.
We went for my 18th too, though.
Uh-huh. It was so fun.
We went for my 18th birthday. That was so fun. So Ed Bevick's was this like diner, 50s diner, but like the concept behind it was that they were like
mean to you.
They were mean to you. They were
your waiter, waitress.
Man, Grandma was like, "What is happening?" Like Grandma was pissed,
and they would dance like on the table.
On like the countertop. Like they would like get up and dance, and like it was just a fun place. I don't know.
So fun.
Yeah. So my 18th birthday, that was pretty fun. My 41st was fun. My like big birthdays, like 30 and 40, have been a little rough for me. So like that's why I was like, let me just celebrate 41. 30s, I was going through my divorce. 40s, Adam had just that year had just broken up with me.
That's rough.
So like
you're entering your best years.
The start of my like of every 10 years has been rough for me. So I'm hoping to turn that.
Honestly,
turn the
corner, change the page, new chapter. So yeah. I mean, hopefully for my 50th, God willing that I'm still around, but hopefully for my 50th, it's like a better year.
So like the start of it is better. But yeah, I think the other worst, but like I feel bad saying that it was the worst, is like because my birthday always falls during the novenas for the Virgen de Guadalupe.
Oh yeah.
So like we would always
Mary.
have to like, gosh, we'd always have to have the rosary. Grandma would always have the rosary, so I'd always be we talked about this before. So like we'd always be celebrating my birthdays with like the ladies from church.
I get it. And kudos to you, Miss Guadalupana.
Oh,
you
thanks.
really did your big one. You got up at what, 3 a.m. probably?
Got about like 3:15, 3:30. Yeah. Yeah.
And all the breakfasts you did, bravo.
3 out of 4. Made it to 3 out of 4.
Listen, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a beautiful morning.
God will repay you.
I had to leave. I didn't even get menudo though. Like I was so sad on Thursday because I didn't even get menudo because the priest was fun. Like,
did you have to go to school after?
Oh yeah, I went to school.
So you went dressed for school.
Yeah, thank God it was Jeans for Jesus at my school.
That's freaking hilarious. We had Jeans for Jesus too, and I'm like, I want to know how Jesus would Jesus would feel that we have to pay to wear jeans.
How much does your school pay to wear jeans?
$1.
Oh, girl.
We're on the hood. Where? How much did you pay?
$2.
Oh, come on.
$2. So I had Jeans for Jesus. So
Jesus would have flipped this table if he knew we were paying to wear jeans. That's all I'm going to say about that.
He might have. But yeah, so I was in jeans and like boots.
Okay. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
But exhausted.
Although I was probably the least, like the Guadalupana who's like dressed down the least.
Whatever.
Like, everyone was in
it's
like,
a day. It's a celebration.
I felt good in those clothes though.
And it's freezing.
It was freezing on Thursday morning. Like it was so cold. I had my scarf. I have a scarf with like the Virgen on it. And so I was like wearing that scarf. I only pull it out once a year. And it's pink in honor of Grandma.
Love it.
Yeah. So
Nana was a hardcore Guadalupana many years.
Wasn't she one of the ones who started it there?
I don't know. That'd be a good question. Does anybody know? Should I call somebody? Should I phone a friend?
Well, don't phone my mom.
Okay.
Because she's in the Dominican Republic. Marsha, I don't know if she's awake though.
She's going to be right now. We got to know.
We're phoning in a friend to ask. So my grandmother's like favorite color was like pink. And so every year we always add like a pink rose to like somewhere in the like arrangements that represents her. And I actually got to walk in with the pink rose this year. And I was carrying the estandarte.
What is that?
Which is like the big sign that has like what the church is and like has the Virgen on it.
Hi, Marsha.
Hi, Mia.
How you doing? Good morning. I'm sorry if I woke you up.
Oh, you didn't? What's up?
Me and Alma are here recording an episode. You're on recording. We have a question. Okay, you go ahead and ask because I don't...
Marsha, did Grandma start the Guadalupanas at the church?
No, probably not. But she definitely took over after my dad died because my mom was not involved with the church. My dad was the one who was involved with the church.
Oh, that's crazy.
My dad was the one who was, I don't know, I don't think he was a Guadalupano, but I know he was very involved with the church. And he would invite my mom and she's like, nah, I have too many kids. Can't do it.
Oh my God.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. And then after my dad died,
my whole life is a lie.
When the ladies, Doña Mercy, Mrs. Medina.
Yeah.
Mrs. Avala. I mean, there's a whole slew of them. Mrs. Viagran. That's when they started. They were like, you need to come. And that's when my mom got involved with the church.
Oh, my God.
We were lied to our whole lives.
Wow.
No, I don't think you ever asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
My mom would tell me, no, I didn't have time for any of that. I was at home, feeding kids.
Well, listen, the next time I don't want to wake up, I'm say like, you know what, Grandma, you're right. I got a lot of kids. I'm tired. All right.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks for fact checking us.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, have a good day. I'll stop by later to drop off your bags.
Oh, cool. Tomorrow's fine too. Oh, today's good.
I'll drop it off today. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, man.
Wow. What? I mean, I don't feel like we ever needed to ask because she was so involved. Dude, like my mind is blown right now.
Me too. Alma, I literally had no idea.
I'm like shook right now.
I am too. I mean, listen, Grandma was so involved with the church that when I would go to the cafeteria for lunch, she was there.
Right.
Like in the kitchen, helping with whatever, like anything they
Prepping
needed for
the
church.
Guadalupana stuff, or like
Just generally, she was always there.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay, guys, we're gonna need a minute.
Yeah, let me
to
take a
just
sip of my
process
coffee.
this.
Hold on. I'm serious right now.
I am too.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. All right.
But then to find, like, to go to the church, obviously for community, right? Because she had just lost her husband. So
Yes.
this went from like a birthday story
to like what?
Wow, mind blown right now. So like obviously to find your community,
Her people.
Oh,
Marsha's calling back. Sorry, that scared me.
Hold on.
Hello.
So am I your official fact checker?
You are right now. Yes.
I mean, yes, because
Yes.
we have called you twice.
And we literally are still sitting here recording saying, oh my God, we need a minute to process. This is so interesting.
Yeah. I was always fascinated by that fact because I always thought my mom was like right in the middle when she came from Nogales, right?
Honestly,
Right.
that's what we thought too.
Yeah. No, she wasn't involved at all. You should have a conversation with Doña.
Oh.
Dude, you guys should take your little microphones and record her and ask her anything. The woman is sharp as a whip.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let me ask you one other. Oh, good. Let me ask you one other question about, we were talking about how grandma probably went to the church after your father died for like community, right? To also find the community. Who wrote her a check, like a blank check?
Who wrote her a blank check? Ooh.
Was it the neighbor to the left?
The Maderas?
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know that.
Okay. Because I remember my mom saying somebody gave her a blank check when he died and was like, just use it for whatever you need. I don't think she used it. But I remember the gesture was very moving.
There were a whole lot of people who would have done that for her that I can't even say I would pick one.
Yeah.
Right? Because her siblings wanted her to move back to Nogales.
Right. That's what Aunt Jeannie said a couple weeks ago, that they were like, wanted her to come back.
They're like, you need to come back. You need to come back. And it's like, and she kind of stood her ground and said, absolutely not. I won't do it. And, it wasn't until later on as an adult that I actually thanked her. I said, thank you for not. I think it might have been on one of those visits to Nogales, and I absolutely love Nogales.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my home base, literally. When I'm feeling like it's like, let's go to Nogales, and then I feel never have lived there longer than 2 weeks in my life at a time. That's my home base. I always feel connected to the earth, the surroundings, and I don't know, whatever it is, right? But it was always like, wow, my life could have been different.
Well, and the opportunities are different. And the fact that she knew that even in a moment where she was probably like totally freaking out.
At a loss.
Yeah.
Listen, she did not know how to write a check or go. She didn't know where to go pay a bill.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to drive. So there was a whole lot of things that were against her, going against her, right? And she stood her ground, which is always amazing to me.
Big time. Big time. Well, you are our official phone a friend. I literally told Alma, like, let me phone a friend. Hold on. So, okay, well, we're going to have Marsha and Morgan on. Yes.
Yeah.
New Year. Ringing in the new year. Oh, so much. There's so much.
So much.
All right. I look forward to it.
All right, Marsh. We love you. Drive safe, okay?
Love you too.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Dang.
I'm glad she called back too, because I'm like, I think we were all processing together.
I think we were all processing together. Yeah, that's so crazy. But like, yeah, and actually, Doña, get it, girl. Doña, I saw her a couple weeks ago at one of the breakfasts, and she made a comment. She was like, Marsha, hand the kitchen over to Alma afterwards.
They're about to pass the torch.
I don't know how to make the pork.
Dude, yesterday, you got to learn. And I'm going to tell you why. Yesterday, I was like, Mom, show me how to make the meat for the tamales, or else like,
smart.
You get hit by a bus.
I'm screwed.
No, like then that ends.
Yeah.
So she showed me how to make the pork for the tamales. We should learn.
Learn how to make the pork for the tacos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then one of our primas messaged me and said, "Did you see that?"
No, I didn't. Which one? Sorry. I thought about something else that I need to say off the record.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all don't get privy to that yet.
She said, if you're talking about she was talking shit about your football choices.
Oh, yes.
Number one.
Yes. Because I posted, I was wearing a Washington Commanders thing.
Yeah, and I don't know what that means because,
it's a football team from Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I started following them because I go back east so much during football season.
She said, if you're talking about, let me see. By the way, no Camilo too, listening to the pod, is Father Sergio Arevalo? She said, if so, that's my uncle. Oh, that's her uncle, yeah.
I know who Father Sergio is, but I don't think, maybe that's why Sergio was stuck in my brain because I remember him being old. I remember him. But I think it was Father Soriano that we were trying to reference.
Yes.
But yes, I think I said Sergio because I remember him being around. Like I remember
Is that
family.
Do you remember the priest that Grandma would take all of our clothes to and make us pack up stuff?
Wasn't that Soriano? And like send him like
I don't
money
know.
from
And I was like,
is he even?
Yes.
I don't think it was Soriano. I think it was another one. Or maybe he had left here to go there. I don't
Call Marsha back. Just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We'll just get Marsha on and we'll have
I remember be like, is he
real?
Is this a real person? Or are we just
purging our
stuff?
in 1990, whatever.
Like the baby bottles to save the aborted babies. She'd be like, put some money in this baby bottle. And I was like, oh my God, Grandma. But
what about you? Let's go back to birthdays.
Okay. Back to birthdays.
Sorry for that. Like, we digress. It's fine.
Memorable birthday party. The 30th birthday party was memorable for me because Chris will never stop fucking talking about it. I'm going to tell you why. We went to Newport Seafood.
Delicious.
Bomb on Las Tunas in San Gabriel.
Yeah.
And they're known for like their lobster and the reason grandma, and that was my last birthday with my grandma. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My 30th birthday was my last birthday with her.
She's my grandma too.
Yeah. I know.
I'm sorry. We do it all the time.
I know. Sorry. Let's see. I'm 42 minus 30 is 12.
Good
12
job,
years.
Steph. Yeah.
There you go.
Job.
So
wow, you really had to pull out a calculator for that one?
Listen.
I love you. It's
listen.
Sorry.
I have other strengths. I have other
judgy.
strengths. So that was my 30th birthday, and it was my last.
42 minus 30. that's 12. That's 12.
I was trying to find the year. Listen, I'm tired and I'm stupid too. So there's
sorry.
So the reason why it's memorable is because the food was bomb. You were having a really hard day that day. I think you even had to like leave. My 30th birthday was really hard because you were kind of going through your divorce. It was the very beginning of the like problems.
Yes. It was a month before.
Yes.
It was a month before he had said he wanted a divorce. Yes.
And so that was hard. I remember that sucked. And
I think I even gave you like 30 lollipops.
And it said 30 sucks. Yeah.
Sorry for my heavy laughter.
It was memorable because the food was so bomb. And it was like, I think all my aunts and uncles, Nana, Nino was there for sure. Your mom was there?
I don't think your mom was there.
She was here. But anyway, Chris is like, I'm going to be paying off that birthday for the rest of my fucking life because the bill was so high. It was worth it. 30 only happens once, but it's memorable because it was bomb. It was like my last one with my grandma. Yeah. Chris was like, I'm still paying off Newport. He'll say that every once in a while.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've heard him say that too.
And then I think I spent my 33rd or 34th in Mexico.
Oh, fun.
In Yucatan with Chris's family. And that was a nice birthday. It was just really nice to like get away, and we only had we had Valentina at the time. She was an infant, and so that was super nice to experience Mexico with my in-laws.
Oh, nice, yeah.
It was beautiful. It was like a beautiful, special time. We went to like the cenotes, and I don't know. It was a time where like my life was changing, huh?
I said memorable.
Yes, totally memorable. Let me talk about my worst birthday.
Shit.
I have some worse.
You know what? If you bring up your diary, I'm just gonna say Kairos letter.
You know what? That's okay. See, Kairos all you want. You enlisted the help of a prima on the other side of my family.
I know.
I think
because I thought you were like really I knew you were like really close to them. Maybe I just was jealous.
I was always closer to you. I've never been closer to another cousin, for the record.
Okay, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
It's okay. I get it. Jealous. Sometimes I get jealous too.
Yes, I read her diary.
She did, but like that wasn't the worst. I'm gonna start real dark and then like ombre down to not so dark. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Get it over with.
I had a miscarriage on my 20th birthday.
Oh God.
Or 20 on the morning of.
Yeah,
that was pretty shitty, and it was so sad because the day before we had gone to dinner and told my parents. No, wait, we told my parents like a couple weeks before, and so for my birthday dinner the day before, they brought me like all this like mom gear. Like mom, like I was going to APU at the time doing my undergrad, and they were like APU mom and like mom. So that was really hard. And then, but like Light in the Dark that was in November of 2010. Yeah, and then I was gonna get on birth control in like when the new year started. I was like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. I literally was like, I'm just gonna get back on birth control. I'm not gonna do this. Yeah. And I ordered the birth control. And I think like in February I was gonna take my first pill, and then I was like, I got my period, and I got pregnant with Sophie like that quickly after. So it ended up okay. That one was shitty, and then the birthday, the drama, my 11th birthday. I think I was 11. We were living in Montecito Heights. Sonova
I just passed it the other day because I don't know why I had to go that way. And I was going to take a picture of the street, but I didn't.
I have a funny story about that house.
Leaving the Guadalupanas. It took me that way to get the freeway to work. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. So we lived for a little bit. I grew up in Lincoln Heights for the most part until we moved away in like 97 or something.
The worst year of my life.
It was pretty awful.
She moved to Azusa. It was so far away.
It was so far, and it was pretty awful. So we lived all over like Lincoln Heights. We lived on like Avenue, I don't know, what was that? 32. We lived up in Montecito Heights. Yeah. We lived in all over the place. Anyway, that house, I have a funny story about that house. My dad, there were some kids across the street who were fucking awful. There was like 3 little boys, and they were so bad, okay? And they would always be running around and starting shit. And my dad was like, damn, those kids are so awful, right? They're such pains in the asses. Well, one time they got on their walkie-talkie, and we could hear our walkie-talkie started going off in our house. And my dad was like, what is that? And my brother's like, it's the kids across the street. They're using their walkie-talkies. So my dad gets on our walkie-talkie. He's like, hello, children on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sonova Street. These are aliens. We can see you. You better behave or we're going to talk to you. And the kids were like, Mom! Don't tell your mom. We are alien. Oh my God. It was so hilarious.
I remember that story.
Yeah, it was a good story. But anyway, we were living in that house. Alma read my diary. But before she read my diary, her brother and Paul, which I'm sure we've talked about this too, beat me up in the closet. But they were very kind and considerate of my feelings and of my body, because they said, put on as much clothes as you want before we beat you up. So I put on like 7 coats, multiple pairs of pants, and then they beat me up. So I felt like, well, you know, they did.
I feel like that was your 13th.
13? No, because I graduated high school when I went to high school when I was 14. It's definitely 11 or 12.
Damn, I'm sorry.
And then Alma read my diary with my cousin Delia. They went in cahoots with each other. I don't remember what was written in it.
I don't remember why we wanted, like, there was something with that. You're like,
I think it was a crush. And I did have a crush on Alfredo Anguiano at the time. Do you remember him?
I do.
And anyway, worst birthday of my life. Just kidding. It wasn't. It wasn't that serious. The miscarriage was pretty fucked up. But I'm trying to think. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I had this way down, but you already talked about this, like the pressure of like making things perfect when you have a birthday or a birthday party. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I feel like? I do feel like as I'm getting close, like more into my 40s, I feel like less scared to get old, but I feel more scared of losing my youth. Like I'm not scared to get old, but I'm so much further away from my youth that I'm like, dang. And you remember the things that like, I don't know, like the time that you squandered. And it's such a cliche where you tell people like, you're young, enjoy it. And I'm like, God, I could have done so much more. I could have been such more of a whore. Just kidding. Speaking of, birthday parties or parties in general.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about this and I'm like, it makes me crazy. No. Well, maybe you be the judge. You be the judge.
No, we listen and we don't judge.
Back in 2000, the year 2000, the year I graduated high school.
Okay.
You know the twins, Maribel and Marisol?
Yes.
And their sister runs the Spanglish Kids.
Yes.
I've told this story on my close friends only because I can hardly get it out because I want to like die.
Oh, God.
Do you remember where they used to live? They used to live
Sia?
on, oh God, I'm turning Monterey Road.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you still live there. I'm so sorry. I do.
I don't remember where they
because I was always like, oh, it's so cool. My friends live near where my grandma lives, right?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. It's like, anyway, I'm not gonna say where it's at. I don't know if they still live there or somebody still lives there. But anyway, my boyfriend at the time, Anthony, he's like, my brother's having a graduation party for his girlfriend. It was either his brother's graduation party or his brother's girlfriend's graduation party. I don't know. So we pull up and I'm like, oh my God, I know this house. My friends from elementary school live here. And at the time, Fresco's was still there. And I think Marisol was working at Fresco's. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. I had no idea. So we go in and it turns out that his brother is dating their older sister. His older brother is dating their older sister. And I was like, oh my God. I don't know. First of all, I was dressed. Listen, anyway, I want to tell you, I don't know what possessed me, but they were like playing like Rump Shaker music. It was 2000, right? Back that ass up. You know, whatever it was. I backed that ass up. I want you to picture, oh my God. Listen, I was twerking before twerking was twerking. It was cold. It was foggy. My hair frizzed. And I feel like I don't know what happened. Was I drinking? Probably.
Okay.
I want you to think of lap dance with the clothes on.
Okay.
It was that bad. Wow. At a family party. And every time I think about it now, I want to die.
Yeah.
And I hope they don't think about it or they don't remember
now
it.
If they listen. I don't know if they listen.
I wanted to die.
Wow.
But I was backing that ass up. I don't know what I was thinking. Alma, it wasn't that kind of a party. It wasn't like a house party. I was just like, hey, grandma, watch this. Not my grandma, somebody's grandma. I don't know. Honestly. I don't know what I was thinking.
Nobody was dancing?
I mean, people were dancing, but I'm pretty sure they were
like... But not giving lap dances?
I wouldn't say a lap dance, but I would say, no, lap dances too much. It was not true. I wasn't doing that. But I was...
She was doing
backing that ass up.
Wow.
In front of their like aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas. I don't know what came over me.
I wonder if they like get together at like Thanksgiving or Christmas and they're like, remember that one girl at so-and-so's graduation party? And she was just like all over.
You know, it was so bad that after, like every time I drive past that house, I'm all, you
get mortified? Dude, I wonder if they talk about you.
I hope they don't.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if you would come up in like random conversation. Like you're that person.
I don't ever want to be that person, but I am. I have so much like residual cringe.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I hope they still talk about you. I hope they still talk about you. I mean, because I'm sure people still talk about me too.
Oh my God, stop it. Did you have any traditions? Let's change subject.
Change the subject from backing that up to, did you have any traditions growing up as a kid?
For birthdays?
Yeah, praying the rosary.
Sad.
Celebrating with the ladies from church. No, I mean, I don't remember really having piñatas because like the house didn't like.
You don't want to fall into the crack that went all the way down to China or clothesline yourself on the literal clothesline. There was nowhere to do it.
There was nowhere to do it. But piñatas are so fun. And I love that Marsha has started, and I'm kind of in cahoots with her because we're both kind of just weird like that and goofy like that. The bouncing balls and the piñatas.
I love that's hilarious. How they go flying all over the place.
Best. It was we had a piñata on Thanksgiving for Corbin.
Oh, okay.
Because we celebrated his birthday because he's never here for his birthday. And so we had a piñata, and so we put bouncing balls in it.
They're so fun.
Break. And if you know our grandmother's house, like it's just a very long driveway. And so the balls just
It's so fun when all the kids run after them into the street.
Oh well, no, the adults, I have started to place myself in a position to like stop them as best I can from the driveway. But it's just funny because they're going all over the place.
It's really cute.
Like, oh my gosh. I don't know why we thought of that one day.
I don't know, but I love it because it gives adults time to swoop in and get the candy.
For sure. And like we did it for Corbin, but we did it at Nino Cesar's and there was like
grass.
It was on
there
the grass. There was nowhere for it to bounce, so it wasn't as fun. But like nonetheless, that's my new favorite thing is putting the balls in.
It is really fun. It is really fun.
But yeah, I don't think I really had anything that like stands out as a tradition.
Me neither. But I have some cool old pictures of my birthdays.
Dude, I have one of a like celebrating I think it was like my 9th birthday. And I gotta find it though. I don't know where it's at. I had a New Kids on the Block party. So when I was like really into New Kids on the Block, and the cake, you probably didn't go to the rosary that night. The cake, I had little Mylar balloons of like the New Kids on the Block people around my cake. I want to know. I'm gonna see if I find it.
But I would have not missed your birthday. My mom would have never missed your birthday.
No.
I do have a picture.
What? Your mom would have never missed my birthday because I got proof. She said something on a video.
What'd she say? Oh, she said you're her favorite.
She said I was her favorite.
Wow, my mom and my dad.
I know.
Yeesh. I will tell you the coolest picture. One of the coolest pictures I have. You're not in it because you weren't born yet. Because it was my first birthday. Oh. Is in the bar at Nana's, and Kathy's in it. Me, my cousin. I think my cousin Christina from my dad's side. Like everybody was there, and we're in the bar. And you know what was on the cake? Remember those little metal balls? Like they were like little. Oh God, I have to show you the picture.
I have to see it because I don't remember.
You could see the whole bar set up in the back.
It's really that's cool. Yeah, dang,
it's a cool one. School. I have a couple pictures also in the apartment where you are in it because it's like my 4th birthday and like all my cousins together from both sides. It's pretty cool. But we don't have any special.
Yeah, there's nothing too special.
You know, Mirror Frown Town. My kids are lucky if they get a
cake.
A cake.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm kidding.
Our kids are blessed.
They are. But like Chris isn't big on birthdays. He's like, what about every other day of your life where you're blessed? I'm like, oh my God, Chris.
I mean, yeah, but like.
Yeah. Valentina stresses me out. Valentina's birthday is the same as my grandma's, December 29th. And it's like, I'm literally trying to make it through Christmas and then like recovering from Christmas.
And then it's like, happy birthday, Val. I know it's rough. I'm never here for her birthday. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She's fine. She's, like the queen of like, give me attention, middle child.
Oh, yeah.
And so she's like, I'm never going to be at school for my birthday. And I'm like, you're not.
You can celebrate her half. No,
I'm going to do it next week. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. I'm going to do it next week.
Yeah, you can't even do a half birthday.
No way, because it's summer. It's summertime.
Damn. Sorry, Val. Right. Middle child, damn.
Well, let us know what your favorite birthdays were, your worst birthday, your scariest birthday, your saddest birthday. We want to know it all.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe and like and come back so you can hear everything.
December birthdays.
Happy birthday, December babies.
They're rough. But enjoy it.
Honestly. And don't forget to listen because Alma's going to go to the East Coast soon.
Yay.
So we might have some special guests in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll take the mics with me.
Yeah.
Actually, the day this episode comes out, I will be on my way to the East Coast for the holidays.
That's right. How exciting. Yeah. And we love our East Coast family, and it's going to be, I think I'm really excited to see, I'm trying to find my Google Drive 1 second. I'm really excited to get their perspective on things and their stories and I think I would love to have I'm going to sneeze. My Nino on one of these soon. My Nino is the oldest sibling. And I think he has a lot of good information that it sounds like there's so much like, I feel like we know everything and actually we don't.
Marsha proved that today.
I know. So I'm interested to know more about the Ohimas. I mean, he has a very exciting life. I won't share any of it, but very exciting, very, I don't know, just a very interesting story. And I would love you guys to hear from our cousins on that side so they can talk about what it was like growing up kind of away. Because I think we take for granted the fact that we're here on the West Coast together. And what is it like to be on the other side?
Coming around every so often.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd love to hear
making
their
those
perspective. And I want to know what their life is like. Like, what is their life like out there? What is it like? What is the culture difference? What is the,
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's gonna be
exciting.
good.
So maybe Alma, if not, even if it's not a full episode, like try to get some snippets. You know?
Yeah.
So until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget to listen. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you. And then you'll hear us in the next episode of La Vida Entre Primas.
Life Between Cousins.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.